Today, we're going to be talking about the Alzheimer's disease. Now, what is Alzheimer's? It's one of the most common types of dementia, which is a general term for loss of memory, language, problem solving, and other thinking abilities that are severe enough to interfere with daily life. Everyday activities will become difficult, even impossible without assistance, depending on what stage of the disease the person is in. According to statistics, people above the age of 60 are more likely to develop this disease, though it's not unheard of for younger people to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's. It all depends on your genetics. Some of the typical signs of Alzheimer's include memory loss, slower reaction time, losing track of time and date, getting lost more frequently, taking longer to complete daily tasks, repeating questions or already learned information, misplacing things in odd places and forgetting them, constantly staring off into space and mumbling nonsense. If you recognize some of these symptoms in you or your friends, it's time to go to the hospital. Alzheimer's disease is thought to be caused by the abnormal buildup of proteins in and around brain cells. One of the proteins involved is called amyloid, which forms plaques around the brain cells. The other protein is called tau, which forms tangles within the brain cells. These proteins build up in the brain and block the neurotransmitters, which control your every movement. Although it's not known exactly what causes this process to begin, scientists do know that it begins many years before the symptoms start to appear. The effects of this disease are disastrous. You start losing control of your own body and eventually are unable to execute rational thoughts. Your brain isn't in control anymore. Developing a case of Alzheimer's will require 24/7 assistance and surveillance. So try not to get this incurable disease, although you can't really control it. There is no way to receive Alzheimer's disease from someone else, and you can't pass it on to someone else either. It's purely based on your genetics. So if you are ever diagnosed with Alzheimer's, you can blame your parents for that. Unfortunately, there is no way to prevent Alzheimer's. You can try treatments, but it's impossible to delay the inevitable. Galantamine, rivastigmine, and donepezil are cholinesterase inhibitors that are prescribed for mild to moderate Alzheimer's symptoms. These drugs may help reduce or control some of the symptoms. As for the more severe cases of Alzheimer's, memantine can help decrease the intensity of the disease. It can help patients recover a bit to interact and function normally. But of course, none of these treatments are permanent and shouldn't be used too frequently. Okay, here are some fun facts about Alzheimer's. Number 1. Over 7 million people in America have been diagnosed with this disease, with the number growing rapidly every single day. Number 2. 1 in 3 seniors die with Alzheimer's or some type of other dementia. Number 3. People as young as 30 can develop early stages of Alzheimer's. Number 4. In early 2022, unpaid caregivers provided an estimated 18 billion hours of care to people with Alzheimer's, valued at nearly $339.5 billion. And to sum it up, if you do have Alzheimer's, you will have it for the rest of your life. End of discussion. Okay, that's all. Bye.